For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out sabatcg.com. What's good, everybody? This is Saber94 on the Whimsy G Players channel. We got a TCG match with Dressrosa Usopp, the Dress Fine Ho deck, named after, what was her name again? Viola/Violet. Got a few good hoes in the Dressrosa arc, not just her. Anyway, I'm talking random stuff. But you guys should know the deal with this deck. Taking advantage of Usopp's amazing effect. Right up my alley, you know, turning your guys into sangans once per turn, which means that if you use a lot of blockers with this deck, even if your opponent just destroys them by an effect, you get to draw a card. If they attack, you get to block, which is what you want, and you're good to go. So we're playing against Nami, the new one, yellow-blue from OP11. This, in a way, is like the replacement for Boa Hancock for me, because she's just better in every way, just easier to use to get her effect to draw a card. The range in hand is better too. And the effect that basically turns a discard into a permanent 2k counter for the turn is really busted too. Now, I think a lot of people don't really, I think a lot of people know that she's pretty good. Maybe some people think she's not that good compared to some other leaders still. But it's all about the list at the end of the day. I think you get the right list, you pair up with the right cards, she's going to be pretty efficient. Now, the format is getting stronger, of course, so that's why maybe an effect like this, if you compare it to Boa, then yeah, it's good. But if you compare it with Kuzan or something, then yeah, she's not that impressive, perhaps, maybe by comparison. Okay, so far, I'm getting my pluses, dropping the law there. And I'll force my opponent to discard, because I think I'll be good in terms of my drawing, in terms of my card advantage. I'm not exactly sure though how he's gonna hold on, so I want to deplete him of his cards. So he did discard the Big 8 Karakuri, which to me was a very overrated card, and plays the Big Mom. This is a much better card in my opinion. So I'll give you a life, of course. I'd rather keep my life if I can at this point in the game. And that's it. He used up all the dons. You can attack with Nami. And I'll discard something. The only problem, I guess, with this Nami is to get her effect off is you do need to have a don on her. So this means that you are going to be in that position where if you want to use her effect and drop the biggest dude you can in a turn, it's going to be a 9 cost. That kind of thing. Alright, so I'll use the Red Rock there, might as well. That Big Mom isn't the biggest character, obviously you can use it on, and she got her effect too, so. But, everything else that I got in hand, it'd be shit if I summoned it. Sabo is a bad thing to summon right now too. So get a few swings. He's hanging on, Mr. Pirate 67593. We both have a big ass hand, but I got bored and more life. So let's see what you're gonna do. You know, there's all types of engines and ways to build decks now with dual colors, like this blue-yellow leader, for example. There's just so much stuff you can do. You can even pretty much reuse most of the 7 Warlords of the Sea engine with her. Pretty much almost exactly like the same deck I got with Boa. You just run it over here. Maybe swap a few cards, you won't be able to get the best use of Boa Hancock from the starter deck if you can't put it on your leader, the Dawn. So maybe you replace those with some other cards, like maybe the Nami, of course. And you still got a deck. You got all the great yellow counters and triggers too. You can use those. Yeah, but this Nami card, man, is freaking good. Good stats, counter in hand, freaking graceful charity type effect, draw 3, stack 2. Puts in the work. Now, to me, I think I still sort of prefer ulti from OP5 that everybody forgot about. But this Nami card is still very, very sweet, man. Alright, so 7k, what you got? Gotta make sure he can't really... Make him so that he can't make the best use of his effect. So it turns this dude, it turns the bitch into 7. But then, you know, if I attack, I force you to get a swing. Or just, in this case, I didn't attack, but now I can use the law to block. And I got my Mihawk down, draw 1. Got a humongous hand with so many duplicates. The Rebecca's are basically just going to have to be discarded. The Searcher ones. The OP5 ones, I want to summon them, but I need to get her effect off, not just summon her for nothing. Salbo is kind of useless here. I need to figure out, I need to get something to discard him. Like I need to see Cavendish or something. Because if he's not going to play anything cheap, I can't make use of this guy's effect. I mean, it's not a coincidence. He's like a €5 secret rare. And then he gets the big +1 with the Sanji and then the new Luffy blue rush dude. Blue doesn't have too many rush cards. So a card like that stands out. So we see the freaking Frankie here. So he must have stacked the dude and made this play. He summoned the Nami, stacked the cards, and then made sure he got that value there. Okay, so I'm only going to discard the Nami here and nothing else, but instead of just doing jack shit, I got this big body down. So attack you for 10k. It's going to force a few discards at least, am I right? If you want to keep the Monkey D. Luffy alive. So he's going to go for the event. So that's 2 discards. So yeah, I had the right idea. 7 on the leader. All you got to do is just discard 1 and you get... Oh, he actually let it happen. Interesting. I got more life. We got about the same cards and we both have... I got the better board. I got 2 big characters. He's got 2 big characters. But I got like an additional extra body with Rebecca. And the blocker law. So I'm looking pretty good here. He's not out of the game yet, but you know, I think I'm controlling the game well. So 10 with 10. What do we do now? I mean, I can block and get my value, but I think I should just discard the Rebecca. Sounds about right. I mean, it's 10 on 10. Let's just do that. I mean, I want to make use of my Usopp effect every turn if I can. But maybe sometimes it doesn't mean it's the best play. So now he goes for 10 again. So right now I will block. And I draw 1, get another law. I want to get the value from my blockers in hand. That give me the +1s, you know. Frankie is the junk synchron style card when he gets killed, and then Rebecca is the junk synchron style +1 when she gets summoned. So that's good shit. And he used up a red rock of his own, and we see the Cavendish. Well, I'm gonna summon that, I'm pretty sure. But what do we do next? Get the law down too. So I'll put back my red rock and my force you to discard from the hand. Another Luffy. Okay. And then I'll put 1. Let's see if we can get a kill here. Pretty unlikely, but I mean, I guess it's a 10 on 8, so I might get something here. He needs to discard 2 cards again, probably. So let it happen. Perfect. Attack with 5. He could block that easily. And then for the rest of the Dawns, of course, I'll likely summon the Cavendish, I think. Let's see what he does. This is a long ass game, man, but it's sort of the grind game. I kind of like it in a way. It's like One Piece. It's almost like modern Yu-Gi-Oh now in the sense, in terms of like all the floater cards or a lot of the effects that and leaders that sort of float the game up with card advantage. But it doesn't have the brokenness, the speed of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, you know, there's none of this summon 50 million things in a turn, get a bunch of things that prevent your opponent from playing. It's just one for one type exchange sort of game, and I like it. Okay, block, I draw one. There goes the Sanji attack. Gonna use the red rock, okay, fine. Did cost you 6 at least. Gonna miss that card when it goes away. And then 7 on 5. Damn, do we let this go? I mean, I'm gonna have to. And he gets to use the effect to draw 1 now. Okay, so I think I got some space. Now it's about time I can summon a bunch of blockers here. Make sure my math is correct. We cannot fuck this up. It'll be 4, 2, 2, 8. I know that I want to summon the little dudes. I mean, if you summon Rebecca, I'm gonna get the dude down, so it just burns up space. Rebecca isn't just working out right now. I got that other small Rebecca burning space. But it's not like I want to get rid of her. Okay, so we're just gonna... Let's see if I force this guy some discards. With 8,000 Cavendish, he's gonna need to do something here if he wants to save his life. It still wasn't enough to threaten the Sanji, but I can still threaten the leader. And I actually drew the red rock, which I'm probably gonna use now. Instead of just summoning extra blockers and shit, I'll just use that to get the Sanji out of the way. Okay, so Big Mom, and then you need one more. Oh, he fucked up. But got the counter, so my leader can attack. Anyway, he did make a mistake though. I don't know if he was paying attention. But yeah, 7 with 8. He must have maybe made a fuck up or something. It's a bit sad because this was a good game so far for him to make that mistake, but I think I'm still in control. I mean, even if he blocked the attack, he would have to discard an additional card. And I got defense, I got my blockers. I got plenty of cards in hand, more cards in hand now than him. I mean, which goes to show you Usopp, just a lot more consistent than Nami in terms of the draw 1 you can get every turn. Just better synergy with my cards. So I got more of a board, more cards in hand, same life. Gonna drop the Nami now, just sort of draw a bunch. What's it going to be? I'm not sure why he summoned that carrot. It's not even... Is it a 2k counter? I don't think so. She does something. It's one of those like support low level cards. But if I don't really remember it much, I don't think I rated. So 3 dawns on the Nami, 8 on 6. Well, gonna do that. I'm gonna block. Ooh, but I forgot. I got like 6 cards in hand, so I didn't get to draw. I should have just discarded 2 counters or something. Not that I have them. Anyway, whatever. We're still in a good position. I'll put a dawn here on the Cavendish. Do I put another one? I have an idea of what I want to summon. So 7 on the 5. Discard the Luffy. I'm not summoning this guy at this point. My defensive cards are more valuable, I think. Does discard and use the carrot effect too. To just give you that 1,000. I think it's a permanent mode, right? So I won't really be able to do shit. So, I mean, do I just put a bunch of dawns on the Usopp, or do I just summon multiple blockers? It's an interesting question. I think I should summon multiple blockers. It means my leader won't get an attack off, but it is a bit dangerous. You never know what could happen. So I'll summon the Frankie, summon the other Frankie, and that's it. I'm still not summoning the Rebecca's. And that does annoy me a little bit. I went through this whole game having her in my hand, not discarding her, not summoning her. So Adon got wasted too. I mean, if I'd known this would happen, I would have put that extra on the Cavendish. Okay, so I made a kind of a misplay too. So he uses the kid to trash my last life. So things are definitely dangerous now. We're gonna have to keep summoning blockers, otherwise he's just gonna put all the Dons on my dude and it'll be bad. Put a bunch of Dons on all the characters and then try and swing. Question is though, can I go for game now when you got no blockers and 4 cards in hand? Let's try this out. So Cavendish. I mean, I'm gonna put a bunch of Dons because at the end of the day, my field is full and I'm not gonna get rid of anything. I'm gonna keep even the Rebecca there. 2000 attack bonus. We'll make use of that soon, perhaps. Just gotta make sure I got enough blockers. I got stuff in hand too, so I think I should still be safe, but we gotta make sure we do things right. Because his board is considerable here. Okay, so did try and block again, but drew the card from life. I don't know, man. I don't know what this guy's up to. So I guess now if you're lifeless, I'm just gonna put all the Dons and swing. So let's do that. 11. Right, force the Nami out of the way because she's a blocker too, and then summon the 2-gate, the 2 cost blocker dude. Blah. All right. So with 3 blockers here, and he's got 2 big dudes, the leader. I got a bunch of counters in hand, so I'm not fully helpless, but you know, you don't want to be in this sort of situation. No life, worrying about a big swing. So the carrot comes down. I can't say I'm too worried about that. What else? If you just attack with the big dudes, I'm gonna block. I mean, I'm not gonna draw a card with Usopp, but we'll see. We'll see how much damage he goes for, how much attack. I might discard multiple 2Ks. Save the blockers. Keep the blockers. Okay, another Sanji. Fuck me, and this bitch too. Well, I'm gonna trash a life, obviously, because if you're at 0, it means the effect is void. So, okay, that doesn't work. You're gonna do 5, you say. Well, it's about time I discard the Rebecca. She's not gonna get summoned at this point. 9. Now I'm gonna block, get my draw. Good. 9 with Sanji. I'll block again, get a summon, and then that's all you can really do. Okay, and now you got jack shit, and I got all the Dons I can swing with. So it looks to be a GG to me, friend. Finally, it took a while, took a long while, but we put in the work. So 16K, I'm going for it. He can't stop it. And we get the victory here. So good game, I'd say. Usopp versus Nami. Hope you enjoyed it. Sub to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What a